Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. It's been a long time since I've been on here, I know, and I deeply apologize. A lot of things have been going on here, and yeah, um, I'm really glad to be back here and to discuss this topic that has been on my mind lately. And it's on men and the truth about their finances. Now, I've seen many times where men have completely screwed over their entire family with their shoddy finances. And that's why I always believe women should always make their own money, whether that's through finessing men or with their own jobs or careers or whatever. Because of situations like this, even if you're with a nice, high earning dude, you never feel that you're completely tethered to him. In fact, if you're in a position where it'll be easy for you to be put in that position, then it's best that you don't um, seek out any form of relationship until you get to that point. The truth is, many men lie about their finances, many high earning men, or let me say, perceived to be high earning men. This man essentially was in millions and millions of dollars of debt, constantly borrowing from his friends, struggling to pay them back. He was fending off creditors for a long period of time. Um, and his wife was none the wiser. She had no idea. She was a mommy blogger. And, I think the name of her Instagram was Mama and Tata. And then, after she just randomly came home one day and she found out that her husband has killed himself because he just couldn't deal with the stress and own up to what he has done to screw the family over. Now, she lived a luxurious lifestyle. They had like an $8 million home. She lived on she threw parties on yachts all the time and, made content about that, about her life of being a stay-at-home mom slash fitness influencer. And, just all the things that she gets to do in her free time with her kids and all that stuff. The usual typical nonsense, like the ballerina farms crap, but I guess in a less traditional sense, but still. And yeah, he ended up taking his own life. Now, one thing that I did find very interesting was how people were so willing to go out of their way to have sympathy for this man. And I find it kind of confusing. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're having empathy for a man that essentially lied throughout his entire life, married life, um, essentially screwed her over with his death, and I think maybe all of that will go to her now. Um, Her entire lifestyle that she has become accustomed to, that she built her whole new persona around, is now shattered, and I have no empathy for this dude because I've seen this case happen millions of times in many different scenarios. I've um, known dudes who, like, after their father has passed, like the house that they thought was paid off, they had to end up paying it off because their dad was doing some shady shit with whatever money that they had. I've just seen it so many times. Businesses ruined because of husbands or fathers or brothers or whatever. It's one thing that I've learned growing up, especially with um, the stories that I've heard, is to never trust men with money. And the only way that you can really trust them is if they're giving you direct cash, like um, in your bank account. You know what I mean? Like, in other scenarios, if they're saying, I don't care what they have, these dudes go out of their way to be very creative in order to fake how rich they are, how successful they are, and trying to fake how not screwed they are. With renting things, they take out loans to pay off other loans. I've seen like dudes like trick so many women into thinking that an Airbnb is actually their house. Um, Rental cars. The list goes on and on. It's truly insane the lengths men will go in order to trick um, women and his other male friends that he's trying so hard to impress that are in his circle, about how successful he is. Now, I mean, I guess that does show you the power of the pussy if a guy is willing to, like, literally destroy his credit and finances and lose all of his friends. He was losing all of his friends, guys. because he kept asking them for money, didn't pay them back. Family members wouldn't talk to him. It was really crazy. And so, yeah, I just, the fact that he was willing to go through all of that just to prove or to continue lying to her. Look, I just hope that she's able to get out of this without any bullshit that he may have incurred. I'm not really sure how all of that works. I've never been married. I've been with married men, but never been married myself. So I don't really know how those finances or things will go over for her, since his passing. And, that's another reason to why not to really tether yourself to these dudes a lot, because, you're going to have to deal with all this bullshit if, his mask slips off or if he discovers something that you didn't know of. If you've been in the game for a while, you know the difference between like fake wealth and real wealth and how to scope that out, what questions to ask. And I mean, even with the questions, they can lie about that. But there's ways you can tell certain mannerisms, certain things that they're always trying to say. If they're really hot on their social media, that's another red flag. All of these things to really show how a lot of these dudes fake it. But even in real life, when they're not too active and things like that on social media and the red flags aren't as glaring, I don't know, there's a lot of these dudes are very covert with that. So I just wanted to share this story to say, be careful, ladies. Make sure you don't end up in a situation like this. But I trust you guys, but it has to be said. This is just one of many crazy stories about couples and things like that lying about finances. In this case, it was him alone, and she was just strung along, which I think is one really nightmarish scenario. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Let me know if you've heard about this story, your thoughts. I'll be putting their name in some of the description. I'll be putting their names and some of the descriptions of the story down in the description. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, and updates on content will be coming up soon. Bye.